Mitch McConnell is now appearing to walk back those comments that he made only a few weeks ago, the ones when he downplayed the likelihood that Republicans would perform well in this fall's elections in the Senate. Here's what he said 2 weeks ago.
There's probably a greater likelihood the House flips than the Senate. Senate races are just different. They're statewide. Candidate quality has a lot to do with the outcome.
This past Friday, McConnell held a fundraiser for Senate candidate Ted Budd, running in North Carolina, Herschel Walker, the party's nominee in Georgia, and Dr. Oz, who's running in Pennsylvania. And yesterday, McConnell was asked directly about Oz's chances.
Senator McConnell, you hosted a fundraiser in Louisville a few days ago for Republican Senate candidates Dr. Oz, Herschel Walker, and Ted Budd. Why do you do that for those three candidates specifically?
Morgan, you may remember I do this every August. I had a different set of candidates in last August. This event was scheduled about 6 weeks ago, and I pick out three of our candidates every summer that I think have the best shot at winning and invite them. And I picked these three because I thought they were in critical states and had a good chance of winning.
What level of confidence do you have in Dr. Oz's ability to win the race against Fetterman?
Oh, I have great confidence. I think Oz has a great shot at winning. I wouldn't have, just to get back to Morgan's question, I don't think I would have had him here if I didn't think that.
So, Jonathan Lemire, is Mitch McConnell right? It's early. Maybe Oz could win.
I guess we have to give the Senate Minority Leader credit for his poker face there. Despite his, quote, great confidence publicly in Dr. Oz, and yes, of course, there's still 7 weeks to go, that is not a sentiment shared by most Republicans. They feel like Oz has run a terrible campaign with a lot of self-inflicted wounds that we have detailed at great length on this show, not being able to even take advantage of a candidate who is battling a major health crisis and unable to campaign for a while. And we're glad to see John Fetterman back on the campaign trail now. But there was an absence there where Oz could have done well, and he didn't. So there's great pessimism among the GOP there. Other state, and Arizona, another one, where they also fear that they're not writing it off just yet, but there's deep pessimism there as well. The others they feel like are still in play. Herschel Walker, though, a disaster, but there are other trends that seem to be favoring Republicans in Georgia right now. Governor Kemp has opened up a decent lead over Stacey Abrams for his reelection bid. I think both Democrat strategists are nervous about her chances there. So there's a chance that, unless you see some ticket splitting, you may see Herschel Walker at least be in a close race there. And then Ohio, the Republican strategists I just talked to yesterday say, yes, look, it's far closer than they want it to be. It's far closer than they ever think it should be. But they feel like that's a state that is still becoming a pretty red state in recent cycles. And they think that Vance probably can survive over Tim Ryan. But at minimum, they're going to have to put a lot of resources and time there, which they didn't expect. And what is clear is this. A few months ago, we thought that the Republicans were going to potentially walk to a win in the House and pull off maybe a tight win in the Senate. Right now, odds seemingly favoring the Democrats in the Senate for sure. And now the House seems like it's a bit of a toss-up. The Democrats feel good about their chances. They think with 2 months out, they've got the wind at their back.
Yeah, Pennsylvania and Arizona are so interesting. Arizona interesting because suddenly you've got this candidate, Blake Masters, who looked like he was doing well, now completely rewriting his agenda and his beliefs on his website. The latest to say that actually perhaps the 2020 election wasn't stolen after all, which will not endear him to Donald Trump one tiny bit. That is the litmus test for Trump and loyalty. But Gene,